हमारे अंदर जो शक्तियां हैं उसमें से एक शक्ति ऐसी है कि जो हमारे को परमेश्वर से संबंधित कर देती है। उस शक्ति का नाम कुंडलिनी है। वो हमारे रीढ़ की हड्डी में जो त्रिकोणाकार अस्थि है उसमें सुप्तावस्था में रहती है। जब वो देखती है कि कोई ऐसा अधिकारी उसके आगे खड़ा हुआ है तो वो स्वयं ही खड़ी हो जाती है, और जिस प्रकार ये रस्सी या ये कनेक्शन जिस प्रकार हम लोग मेन से लगा देते हैं, उसी प्रकार वो शक्ति हमें उस मेन से लगा करके और हमें परमेश्वर से संबंधित करती है। इसी प्रकार हम अपने आत्मा को जानते हैं।
ये बाहर का समय है और इस समय अनेक लोग अपने सुकृतों को फलद्रूप होते हुए देखेंगे। आपने जो पुण्य पहले जन्म में किए हैं उसके आज आशीर्वाद स्वरूप आपको आत्म साक्षात्कार होगा।
When the Kundalini rises, you actually can see the movement of Kundalini. There have been many people who have been talking of Kundalini awakening. Actually, none of them who say so have shown the rising of the Kundalini. The reason being, the Kundalini never rose. The Kundalini only rises when there is somebody who is already enlightened and who knows the job of rising the Kundalini.
The enjoyment and the happiness and the satisfaction comes from the fact that you are working for your country. So this patriotism which I imbibed from my parents also, and also Mahatma Gandhi, I felt that we are duty bound to work out in such a manner that every one of us do something which is very constructive and which is very helpful. But at the same time, while doing that, because of such a difficult situations, we develop all kinds of problems. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about. The first thing is we see something, we react. This reaction can create two problems within us. One of conditioning or another of ego. Both are troublesome things and they make us very nervous and tense. The main thing is that the energy that is required for thinking, for futuristic planning, Sahaja Yoga comes from a center which creates the energy for the brain cells which are used all the time. We go on taxing our brain, using its energy all the time, but we don't know how it is replaced and replaced by one center. This center is looking after so many organs that this overflow of energy to the brain for this futuristic life can create lots of problems, not only tension, but lots of other problems also. Because this energy starts getting exhausted. And when we are in the struggle, this energy starts getting sort of finished, or maybe we develop a tremendous imbalance within ourselves. As I don't know if they have put up the photograph of the Kundalini, yes, you can see here very clearly that our autonomous nervous system is in three channels. And either we can go to the right or to the left. But in the center we cannot move. Right and left. If you are too much futuristic, if you think too much, if you are working out too much, then this right side develops. And this is a very, very important thing to understand, that we start losing the balance. The first thing that happens to a person like that he develops a very bad liver. His liver goes out of order because his center looks after the liver. Now, the heat of the liver, when it is created, starts rising. So, we might develop asthma, very serious type of asthma. And this is not incurable, but it is curable. If you can balance the person, it can be easily cured. This asthma, then, if it doesn't happen, then this heat goes towards the heart. In childhood, if you are born with a bad heart or anything, then one can understand. But if there's a boy, say, 21, 22 years of age, who plays tennis and also drinks a lot and all that, he gets a fatal heart attack, very fatal, and he dies. But if it doesn't work out that way, gradually it starts moving towards a massive heart attack. It could be for anyone at any age, but especially as the old age starts, it can really show its results. So, this is a common disease we have, that our heart is in a trouble. Then you'll try a pacemaker, this thing, that. Instead of that, if you take to Sahaja Yoga, you don't have to worry about your heart. It would be excellent. Then another thing that can happen to you, on the brain side, that if right side is too much, then our left side brain gets affected and we get paraplegia, by which our hand can become absolutely dead. Also, leg can become dead. But can be a serious paralysis, which can affect all the right side, right from the mouth to the head, all this area, and also hands, legs, everything becomes paralyzed. So this is another thing which is awaiting such people who don't care for balancing themselves. So if they are all serious diseases, I should say, of the upper part of the body. In the lower part of the body, this heat passes towards the pancreas. So pancreas, you get diabetes. Then it goes little lower, and in the spleen, you can get even blood cancer. Sahaja Yoga has cured, definitely, blood cancer, can be cured. Then it can even affect the kidneys. Kidneys can be very badly affected, and you might develop kidney troubles. You can try transplantation, but doesn't help much. Then it comes to your stomach, where you get constipated and always in anger, temper. All these things happen to the right-sided person that he can't help it because he's so much busy with his planning and with everything that his brain has no rest, and so he gets irritated when he says something not according to his own desire or his own plans. With all these things happen, this right side problem, I think, is a very serious problem which all of us are facing. Now it comes, as I told you, from our reactions. So our reactions are because of our mind. Now if you have a mind that reacts, then how to stop this mind from reacting? Einstein has already told that when he was looking for the theory that he wanted to produce of relativity, he got so tired doing it, went into garden, started playing with the soap bubbles. And suddenly he says, from somewhere unknown, the whole thing, the whole scientific explanation came into his mind. That he called as a torsion area. We all have that torsion area, the subtle energy that surrounds us, which looks after us. I call it the divine love that helps us in every way to balance ourselves, to enrich ourselves, and to give the absolute knowledge. Not relative knowledge, but absolute knowledge. So this is the Jnana Marga we are talking about, of the absolute knowledge. Now this torsion area is a wonderful thing because this Kundalini, when she rises, she not only nourishes all the 6 centers, enlightens them and integrates them, but also connects you to this torsion area of Einstein. Suddenly, you are amazed at yourself how it has happened that you get so many solutions of problems which are not solved. Your temperament changes. You are so relaxed. That means you develop that witness state because now you go beyond your mind. You don't react, you see. You just see, watch, and it's surprisingly your attention becomes extremely powerful. You have all these things within you. Just think that we have to have, say, some light. It has to be connected. I am speaking here, this instrument has to be connected to the mains. Otherwise, it is useless. In the same way, we are to be connected. We have to decide that we should be connected to that divine power. Once you are connected to that divine power, it's such a change takes place with you. First of all, your hands start speaking. It's written in the Quran that at the time of resurrection, Qiyamah, your hands will speak. So I say I'll only accept Muslims whose hands are speaking. Means on your hands, on these 5 fingers, here and here, 7 places, you can feel your centers. Then you can feel the centers of other. Because you become a collective being. Who is the other? You can feel everyone on your fingertips. A person may look all right, normal to you, but you realize, no, he's not. Something very serious about that person. On the fingertips, you can feel it, what's wrong with that person. Now, if you somehow or other master this art, at the most you take 1 month. If you do it, you can raise others' Kundalini. That's how, as they say, the Sahaja Yoga has spread in 86 countries. It has spread, no doubt. It has spread in 86 countries, but I have not been to all these countries. I have not visited all these countries. I might have gone to about, say, 20 countries at the most. But people who got realization in these countries, they went down to these places and gave realizations to others. Now imagine a country called Benin in Africa. Has got 7,000 surgeries. They were all Muslims and they all have got realization. That doesn't mean that you are no more a Muslim or a Hindu. You are that, but you know the essence of it. So you respect every religion. You respect all the incarnations because now you have the true knowledge about religion, about yourself, and about the whole universe. You can feel it on your fingertips, for example. Supposing a man comes, I would say that once when my husband was a city magistrate, 2 ladies came to me from the back room and they said, see, now these police people are putting us into trouble. We are good women. We have done nothing. I just felt their vibration. I told my husband that I think you people are doing some injustice to them. They are quite honest. They said, don't interfere. I said, I'm not interfering. But I'll prove it to you that these girls are innocent and simple girls and unnecessarily you people are thinking that they are bad women. So I went with them. That time, of course, we had only 1 car, so I went by rickshaw with them. To that place where the man had written that they are bad girls. So I went and asked him, are these the two girls who are living in your upper flat? Are these the girls who did like this? He said, not at all. These are very different, not these. Then I came and told him, see, I judge them from vibrations. And they cannot be bad girls. So sometimes also we punish people, we get angry with people who do not deserve that kind of a treatment because we don't know what they are. We also follow wrong paths, we get lost into so many things because we don't know what is the right one. Now with this happening of the Kundalini, of course, physically you are all right. Physically your problems are solved. Physically you don't have to bother. Actually it's hardly any trouble to cure people physically. We also have a hospital where they don't charge them anything except for the room where they have to live. And very good rooms also sometimes. The doctors also work free and work it out so well that so many people have been cured. We are getting people from all over the world, very highly placed people come there and they are getting cured. Now for that, you don't have to go to the whole rigmarole of feeling what's wrong with them, putting them for diagnosis. In that diagnosis only the patient dies halfway. But this is only on the fingertips, you know what's wrong with the person. You need not tell that person what's wrong. You know how to cure it and how to work it out. Today only a friend of ours came to see me, much younger to me, looking so very old and haggard, and he said, I've got paralysis. I said, how? He was another one of the same kind, working too hard. And within, I said, 20 minutes or so after raising his Kundalini, his face became all right, his hands became all right. And he said, how? I can't walk without a stick. I said, all right, now you walk. He started walking. I've seen people running who come on wheelchairs. It's very surprising how it works. But for this, we must know this is the knowledge of our country. Not that others didn't know, they knew. But what in Bolivia, I was surprised, Bolivia is so far out. People told me, we know all about chakras, we know everything, but we don't know how to raise the Kundalini. And they knew the word Kundalini also. So I thought, I must find out who has told you all this. Two saints came from India long time back. Maybe I thought Machindranath and Gorakhnath had gone everywhere. They went to Ukraine also. So they might have told them about this Kundalini and the awakening of the Kundalini. But they said, we don't know how to raise the Kundalini. Once you are entitled as a surgeon, you can raise the Kundalini of any person. You can cure any person. You can do whatever you want to do as far as the physical side is concerned. Even the mental side. I've seen the tension is more a mental side of human beings, where you get very tensed up, get very angry, annoyed, or you become extremely quiet and you don't know how to handle the situation. This also is the same reaction of your mind that works it out. But if you go beyond the mind, then you will be amazed. The ideas that they come to you are absolute. The solutions that come to you are absolutely perfect. And the people who are against you also become your friends. Those who are troubling you very much also become very sweet. It's a changing and transforming of human being. The other day I had a newspaper gentleman, and his name was Mr. Abbas, all right. So he was extremely aggressive with me. He asked me funny questions. He said, how did you know that you are divine? I said, how did you know that you were a human being? He looked at me. Then I said, see, because I would not react. I used to watch, I used to see. Then I found out I am different from others. So I didn't try to show off this thing. Nobody wants to understand it that way. You have to prove it. That's the best way Sahaja Yoga can be told. So he said, but how can I get the proof? He said, I don't believe in any fundamentalism. All right, don't believe in any fundamentalism. Do you believe in yourself? Yes, yes, of course. And at that moment, his Kundalini rise, just like this. So say, ye kya ho raha hai? What's happening? What is, how this cool breeze is flowing into my fingertips? How is it? I said, also feel it out of your fortunate body. And he was completely chill. He said, whatever I have asked you the question, I am not going to put it up. It's all nonsense. Hum bewakoof the. Now I have become a sensible man. You see, actually this Kundalini changes, really transforms him. Now they say that we have 6 enemies. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, Lobha, Moha. Only 6 they are said, but nowadays I think there are more. But as it is accepted, there are 6 of them. So once you get connected with this divine power of love, all these things just drop out. They are useless. No jealousies, no competition, nothing. We have many people also in the foreign service, and they told us that people are very happy with us. I said, why? Because we are not competitive. They are all becoming ambassadors, this, that. But nobody is angry with us because we are not competitive. When the mind starts thinking of competition, she can go into any wrong alley, into any dark alley, really can be very much a different person. But with this, you are in the center. You have a complete balance within yourself, and all the hankering, everything drops out. You don't hanker after things. You don't hanker after people. You don't hanker after great publicity or anything. You just automatically become so balanced, and you are not bothered as to what's happening, and that you are not frightened. For example, if you are standing in the water, you are afraid of the waves, all right? But suppose you get into the boat, then you can even enjoy the waves. But supposing you learn how to swim, you can jump down and you can sail. This is how Sahaja Yoga works in a simple manner. You all are capable of getting self-realization, all of it. Whatever must be, your past doesn't matter. We have to be in the present. Past is finished, future doesn't exist. You will be in the present, and that's the reality, which you all can feel the vibration. One should not have any such ideas that I have done this wrong, how can I get realization? This is unnecessary. You should never think that you are guilty. If you were, you would have been in the jail. You would not have been here. So don't think you are guilty. Don't judge yourself. You don't know yourself. It is to know yourself you have to do it. And don't judge. You must have great respect and love for yourself. And I am sure it will work out tonight as desired by these people. But those who don't want to have self-realization, I would say they can go. Because I don't want them to disturb others. Supposing if you don't want, it cannot be forced. It has to be asked for. You cannot force it onto anyone. You cannot pay for it. You cannot do anything about it. But if the Kundalini doesn't rise, it's all right. We'll have a center where you can go and get it corrected. Maybe something wrong in the chakras which you do not know, and they will find out. So it will take hardly any time. Hardly any time. Have faith in yourself. First of all, have faith in yourself, and this will work out. First, I think to forgive others is difficult. You see, the Western people, they cannot forgive themselves. And for Indians, the other way around. They cannot forgive others. You see, I don't know why there is this kind of a different, attitude. But we should forgive ourselves also. God has created you as human being. not to be ruined like this, not to be shattered like this, but to achieve your glory. Realization. You have to just put your hands towards me like this. I think if you have shoes, you have to take it out. Helps us a lot. We are sitting in Delhi. We are here in this Bharat Bhumi, in this Yoga Bhumi. It works very fast. In this country, it works very fast. And also with you people, because you love this country very much, you work so hard for this country. So it works very fast. So don't have any apprehensions. Just put your both the hands like this. Again, I would request you must forgive yourself and others. That's very important, because if you don't do that, then your center here, we call the Vishuddhi Chakra, will be blocked. I mean, the guilt part is will be blocked, and if you don't forgive, then this Sahaja Chakra will be blocked. Please put your hands like this, little lower. Now, first we'll start feeling some cool or hot breeze on your fingertips and also on your thumb. Then in the palm, you'll start feeling a cool or a hot breeze. Some people start thinking that this air conditioning, it has nothing to do with air conditioning. So please have faith in yourself. Now, please put right hand towards me and put down your head a little and feel with your left hand on top of your fontanelle bone area, which was called as talu. If there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out. Now please put down your heads a little and see for yourself. Move your hand. It might be coming very far, maybe very close, but don't put your hand on top, but above. Just move, please. Move it on the sides and see for yourself that it's a cool or a hot breeze like coming. It is hot means you have not forgiven. It means only that you have to really say, I forgive. You don't have to do anything except you have to say in your heart, I forgive everyone. That's a very great quality. Now please put your left hand towards me. And see with your right hand. Again, bend your head, please. And see for yourself if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your head. Just see for yourself. Now, please put your right hand again. Right hand is more. So put the right hand like this and see for yourself. Now again put both the hands towards you. And don't think. Just don't think. You can stop thinking, even for a second. That's very good. This is called as nirvicharita. Then comes a stage to become nirvikalpa. When there is no doubt in it, you become into doubtless awareness. Where you're sure you got it, you're sure you can do everything. That is the stage one has to rise.